We will attack over here. I wish I had the pontoons, actually. I would be able to negate the effect of the river crossing somewhat, as it is going to lower their cohesion significantly. Indeed, very significantly. Okay, so the Serbian forces do seem to be concentrated over here now. Okay, I'll just send some militia over there. Yes. Right, so the rest of the force will move here. Then we can build some, well, we'll build a depot. And pretty much eliminate their escape and confine them there. Once we're in sufficient numbers, we should be able to deal with them. Okay. Right, we do have some Bulgarian artillery, which looks pretty nice. So there's 11 units in there. So basically, we do need to get into here. If we can get into there and basically lock them down. 27 days. I'll send a militia over here. There we go. Now, I can take the guns from these fortresses, I believe. Oh, it's a decision, isn't it? That's it. Right, here we go. Unlock the guns over here. And I think I'll do that with quite a few of them. I can only do it one at a time. But basically what that does is it takes the fortress guns here, and then we can use them on the actual battlefield. Which I probably should have done quite some time ago. Right, so we do have some infantry down here. So we'll send that to the Italian front. Okay, you will hold. Can't build you a depot for some reason. We need to have these men supplied. If we're supplied, we'll be okay. Good, Venezia is under our control. At long bloody last. Is it a supply point? It is indeed a supply point, a very large one as well at that. So that's fantastic. That's something really close by that we can use. Promote leader. Okay. Actually, no, I don't want to screw anybody over. So I do have these Bulgarian supplies, which I will send to the Bulgarians. And the rest of the force can indeed move up. Okay. The national morale has fallen by 1, but that's not too bad. Right, we do have these forces over here. Okay. Rightio, gentlemen. I could do with building this into a supply depot. I will actually send this cavalry here into the structure. Basically, if I can grab St. Gallen and use it, then I'll be able to dig in here in the mountainous terrain, which will be a lot better. Plus, it's on the rail line, so I should be able to turn this into some kind of, well, depot, which will be a lot better for our armies. How long until we see the Americans? Not long, not long. The German fleet over here, you have yet to make harbour. I do want you to make harbour, and I want you to repair. Then we can sort things out. Of course, the danger is that we could face invasion by the sea, but the chances of that happening are very... well, they're fairly low. And we do have fantastic, what do we call it? Coastal defences. Can't move that into there? Because of the weather, of course. Right here, of course. Move the force here. Now, we did capture the supply wagons. They are, yep, Russian. So move them here, have them resupply Lodz. This force and this force over here. Lublin. Yes. Okay. I really wish I'd played in this mode a lot more. I mean, it's really pretty, actually. I've got to appreciate it. And it does seem to run a lot better anyway without the overlays. So I do apologise for that, guys. I hope you do appreciate this. And yes, I am going on holiday very, very soon as well, which is a shame. I know you guys will miss me. I'll miss you too. But, yeah, 2 weeks, some nice realization. Be really nice. Okay. These troops can be sent over to the Western Front. I shall check on the Russians' determination to stay in the war in a moment. Okay. Now, I'm going to hold at all costs, actually. I do need to. So they have very little strength over here, but if I was to engage, we would see the Italian army over here, which is the largest Italian force I've seen for quite some time. I am happy to drain their manpower for the time being. Okay, let's see. We have 3.8 million losses. They have, well, the Western Entente has 3.3 million losses. The Eastern Entente has 2.1 million losses. So we are winning in terms of total loss and casualty infliction. But that's no comfort. Okay, Russia is at 85. Well, do I even need to bother granting concessions? I'll grant some concessions in Persia then to avoid the impending doom. Well, we do have new war supply, etc. But we have very low conscripts. So let's see. Actually, no, I'm going to not do that with the state funds. I honestly can't afford it. That morale is indeed precious. I do believe our forces will be performing a hell of a lot worse than they would normally due to the low-ass national morale. Okay, well, we don't have any options unlocked. We do have some options available to us that we can't really afford right now. I need the infantry research. If I can get the level 4 infantry, I'll be in a nice position. That would be quite nice. Yeah, stormtroopers. Stormtrooper. Okay. They are besieging these for some apparent reason. I don't know why. It's interesting, though. Very interesting. There is a mod on the forum that I do want to try out. It's called the Ultimate Enhancement mod, and I'm very interested in trying it. It adds a hell of a lot to the game. I don't know if it would be too much, but I'd love to try it. Okay, you can cross over then. So if we do take Port Said, we'll be able to complete the conquest of Egypt, which will free up a lot of forces, actually. Alexandria and Cairo are very, very good little objectives there, at 11 and 14 points stretch respectively. Well, yeah. So I kind of need that. It would give my morale a good boost as well, and hopefully try and eject the British from the war. So we'll have to hope. We'll have to hope and pray. It's turn time. So we are in late December. 1917 is just around the corner. These turn times, they're nothing compared to the 30-year war turn times. Goddamn, the bloody 30 Years War. I have a lot of footage, actually, to compress and turn into episodes. But my god, the amount of times it's crashing is driving me insane. It's a major annoyance. I don't know how many other episodes I can have out before I go away. I may just record maybe an hour or two or more or something, and then release an episode every like 2 days or few days, something like that. Just something while I'm away, so there's something at least coming out so you guys don't think I'm dead and dusted. That would probably be the best idea. I'll release these episodes today. Maybe spread it out, actually. That would be a good idea. If I could spread out the episodes, then at least you guys will have something while on the way to watch. For the most part, I've been getting up at least like 1 or 2 episodes a day. There's been some weeks actually where I was doing something like 4 episodes a day, which was quite fun actually. That was when I was not in proper employment. Not that I'm in proper employment now. I don't really have a good job. Oh well, you get what you're given. Okay, so we are seeing the. Ah, right, we do have the advantage in numbers then. And we are further dug in this time, so that's fantastic. Who knows, we could see the Entente bleed themselves dry. Yeah, we are even on the numbers. We actually do outnumber them now. That's fantastic, actually. That's brilliant. They should be reinforced, or is that their entire force? Yep, there we go, they're being reinforced. But even that's not enough. That's not enough by far. So I feel confident that we can repulse the French forces, and yes. There's a lot of Italian and French forces in the north, but that doesn't concern me. If I can retake Metz, then I will be in a fantastic position. They only have this army in the center, so we'll have to see. It could be that we're able to take maybe Nancy or Verdun. Who knows? Right, they've definitely been reinforced. Victory? Victory, oh thank god, that was a pretty damn good victory as well. 25,000 men for 70,000, that was a damn good victory. I think that indeed did give us some national morale, and I'm happy about that. Okay, we are, oh well, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine by me. Thank you. Right then, let's try and wipe out this Australian division. Right, Turkish victory, that's what I need. I hope that we can cross the Suez successfully. Okay, there's a lot of French forces in the south. Okay. Lots of Russians in East Prussia. Lots of them. Or should I say lots of them? I'm too funny. Okay. I do need to reinforce my lines, that's for damn sure. In the following turn, we should have some more war supply. Well, we're good on war supply. I might just build some ships, to be honest. As crazy as that is, just because I have a lot of war supply, I might as well find something to use it for. Though I just saw that we do still hold Ravenna, so that's interesting. Right, are they attacking us? Because that would be insanely stupid. Of course, my cohesion's piss poor. Right here, that is a awful loss. That's so many men. I have no idea how we're losing so much. That's insane losses. $47,000 men, that's bloody insane. What do they have? They have just the infantry brigades, which I have no idea how they've gained them. Alright, so their assault on us in Ferrara. Hopefully we'll be able to hold out. It is day 11, so extra forces will have been sent or in the proximity to the battle. So hopefully that will prove sufficient to hold on to Ferrara. Which it has not proven sufficient. That's quite disappointing, actually. Though it does reduce the size of the front line, which is always good for me. Makes it easy to hold. Okay. Yeah, I think that we might just have to hold on. Right, we're now in 1917, early January 1917. Our morale has improved to 28, so that's something. Okay. The weather is still favourable for the defender. Not so in Italy as much. Okay, we have these forces here. Should I pull back across the river? I actually think I should. This is perfectly good terrain. Perfectly good terrain. We have woods, marsh, fantastic terrain, forest over here, the alpine. That's good. Okay, I think instead we have the clear here, so. We shall pull back our forces. Instead, I'll have you come back to here. I don't believe they can cross over there. I'm not sure, actually. But I should send some men just in case. On the off chance that they actually can. Okay. I wish everybody wasn't, like, doing this. Right, so we do have all these extra troops here. And it's basically trying to find a commander to be able to, obviously, command them. Okay. Well, either way, we are very close to supply. So that's something that we can hold on to. Okay. Right then. We managed to get that force there. We may be able to move the rest of the men. Yeah. Your corps is just devastated. We do need to reinforce the Austrians for damn sure. No, you're not capable yet. Okay. I suppose there's not really any choice. Can't make you to HQ for some reason. Where's Hotzendorf? Right, so Hotzendorf is all the way over here. That's not good for me right now. I kinda need somebody who could be a secondary Grand Headquarters if I could even raise one. Which I'm not entirely sure I could. Right, these troops over here, well, these commanders over here will go down to Italy. Okay. Actually, you do have Corps Command. So at least that's something. Okay, that'll have to do. If we can make it there, then at least we'll have a foothold in Switzerland once again. Okay. There we go. Right then, to check on Egypt. 4 days. You're actually not activated anymore, so that would be kinda suicidal. So in fact, I'll send these men south. They'll be there in 36 days. Give them some extra supply. We'll be able to move out Could we set up a supply depot here? We could not. Okay, so you do have men inside. Alexandria is very close. I might be able to... Do I have any cavalry over here? I do not have the cavalry that I bloody need. Tell you, if I had some cavalry, I'd be quite good right now. What are you doing? Down there. Get in there, mate. Actually, you could be command... No, well, you could be enabled for Corps Command. That's good to know. We'll send you south as well. We have our crossing into Egypt, and we are into Egypt proper. So we do need to exploit the situation. If they send more men down south, then we'll be able to deal with that. We just need some extra forces here to hold Suez. Then once we hold Suez, then we can make our moves on Alexandria and Cairo, which are worth a lot of points, and that should boost our national morale quite nicely and enable us to stay in the war that much longer. So I'm going to reinforce the Austrian troops this time. God knows they need it. Just very, very costly. We're gaining 142 conscripts. Now that, I imagine, is due to our low national morale. Okay, so we're looking at 88% for the Ruskies, 87% for the British, 29% for the French. Yeah, rebels at 45% in Austria, Hungary. Not good at all. Okay, so we did unlock the guns down here. As you can see. Ah, there we go. So that becomes a heavy artillery unit. So that's pretty good. Pretty good. What I should have done is basically taken fortresses on the French line or whatever, and then taken their guns if at all possible. Well, actually, then again, I don't think I could, because I didn't actually hold the fortress as such. We'll see if we're a bit allowed to use it anywhere else. No, just on our own fortresses and etc. Can you imagine the amount of guns over here? My god. Yeah. I'll take the guns from Cologne. Or Cologne. And I would take them from Trier. Actually, no, Trier is a fortress which is quite close to the front line, so I do need to watch out for that. Okay. Orders are issued. Commands are received. Oh good, you can finally command them. Okay, so further reinforcements have arrived in the area. Yes, Hindenburg's men should be reinforced relatively soon. With this now being a depot, we will reinforce men over here. At least we should do. Maybe the build was cancelled. I don't know. There's a hell of a lot of men over here. All of them going somewhere. Ah, going here. Okay. That's fine by me. Okay, hold at all costs, basically. Actually, there is another army in the area, so I might as well hold here. I mean, this is forest, so it's pretty good. They do have their forces over here. But if we take a look at the military situation, it's not too bad, actually. It's not that bad right now. They have committed a huge amount of men to this, and it's not really paid off for them. So if they were to commit their armies in the north and it was to fail, that would be fantastic for us. So we'll have to see how the situation develops. And what we can do to exploit the weakness of the Allied forces. Okay, so this has been fully stockpiled. Okay. Ivangorod. Okay, Brusilov is over here, so I'm going to reinforce that against Brusilov. He is indeed the best bloody Russian commander, in my opinion. Okay. Actually, no, this force is in the area, so I might as well move him forward for the time being. Can't really build any supply base there, sadly. Okie dokie. Send this commander to the Western Front. I mean, we are pretty low on numbers. We're not low on numbers, we're in a bad situation right now. But I believe we can survive and we can prosper in this time of war. As long as the Entente comes at me piecemeal, then I feel quite confident. Okay. Still suffering over here, so we should probably do something. We'll give a torpedo boast to him. Oh, they are pretty good. And they have no command cost. Right, we'll give him some cruisers then. Almost sorted the situation. Supply? Oh, it's a seaplane carrier. Okay, there we go, that sorts our situation. So we'll have the Grand Fleet recover morale, well, cohesion, and then we can set them out. So we can go through this channel here. I mean, if I had some Marines, it would be interesting to see what we could potentially do. Yeah, okay. I mean, Britain... I may play a game in the future, actually, as maybe the Central Powers, and possibly try an invasion of England. That would be interesting. I mean, honestly, if you were to invade Britain, you'd have to go all the way around. I mean, obviously this would be bloody hard. You'd have to deal with their entire fleet. So perhaps it would be far easier to try and naval invade France, which would probably be doable. Though they are better protected by mines. Yeah, you'd have to try and invade from over here in Newcastle and Hartlepool. Carlisle, Scarborough, York. I actually live near here. I'd live, I don't know, somewhere like round about here. Actually, no, I live about here, actually. About halfway between Leeds and Sheffield. Nottingham's about an hour away, so yeah, about that-ish. About there. That's about 50 minutes away. Yeah, okay, well there you go, guys. You kinda know roughly where I live. Okay, I love the weather system, how, like, it's very odd. But it does simulate that weather does change, so that's something that you do need to take account of. Okay, actually, let's take a look. How much would it cost us to build a dreadnought? If I was to change that to Germany, not the Ottoman Empire, Germany. And go to ships. And yeah, so a dreadnought would be 48 conscripts per 2,000 war supply. Well, that's a dreadnought squadron. How much are the submarines? 48 war. My God, they're fucking cheap. They're really fucking cheap. Why the fuck have I not been building these fuckers? Fuck me. That's really cheap. I might just build up some submarines and try and blockade the British. That's bloody cheap. God, if I'd known how cheap they were, I would have definitely invested in the submarine fleet again. That's a bloody pain in the ass, isn't it? Shot myself in the foot there. Oh, damn it. Oh well, you live and learn, you live and learn. I can definitely tell you that my gameplay has changed over the course of the Geods. Like, from each Geod game I've played, I've, like, kind of learned a little bit more, which is good, actually. It's all a learning experience. I hope you guys can tell as well. So, yes. Right then, so we'll see how this turn goes, and then I believe I'll bring this session to a close. As I do have a lot of compressing to do. I may get around and record a little bit later on. Though I do want to set up my boom, actually. That'll be interesting. I should get that set up. Hopefully with the pop shield and everything, then I might sound a lot better. I mean, I'll be a lot closer to the microphone, so I won't have to talk as louder. So yeah. I hope you guys can actually tell the difference in sound quality and etc. It's going to be interesting when I have to try and figure out how to have the ambient sound, as I am having to use these speakers right now. Ah, fuck it, it'll be fine. If you can hear it where it is now, you'll be able to hear it where it'll be next time, so whatever. Okay. I definitely do appreciate this map. It's such a beautiful map. And, hype available. There is another Geod game that has been developed, which will be the Napoleonic Wars, which will be absolutely fascinating. That will be cool. I mean, playing either Napoleon or maybe... I imagine it would be like the faction, so you probably have the... well, you have Napoleon, and then you'll probably have the British faction, which will be, of course, led by Wellington, along with the Prussians and the Austrians. So maybe they'll be different factions? I don't know. I would like it if they were different factions, as you would be able to try and get them out of the war a hell of a lot easier, as opposed to this time frame, where it was agreed between the Western Entente and the Eastern Entente that there would be no separate peace, no matter what. Okay. Oh dear. I'm gonna light those supply wagons, but fair enough. If it delayed the enemy, then that is worth it. So we do have Cairo and Alexandria that we can exploit. That's a lot of men. That is indeed a lot of men. I would like you to retreat, sir. Yeah, well, you inflicted 12,000 losses, so that's pretty impressive. Okay. Right, so the Entente is moving their forces, of course. The bloody Serbians. I swear by all that is holy, I hate Serbia so much right now. I hate them so much. How do you have 100,000 men? Where have they come from? Oh my god! Where the fuck have they got 100,000 men from? Where? It's insane! In the bloody membrane. I might send the Persians down to Egypt, actually, depending on how long it takes. Who knows? Who knows? But once we're done with Egypt, then we might be able to secure the Suez Canal. which will hopefully block off reinforcements. So indeed, I could actually try and take my German fleet into the Mediterranean, try and lock off the Suez. If I lock off the Suez, I could go through the Suez to Asia and try and do something nifty, maybe invade Japan or some shit like that. I'll take Saigon, other things like that, just basically little objectives, etc., and hunt down the British fleet and other fleets as we go. Lawrence of Bloody Arabia is stuck over there, you arsehole.